Hello, Lying. I just woke up.
Hello, Strife.
I'm a little bit hungover, too. I drank some cider last night when I shouldn't have.
I keep telling you, this is screen science, it is not cider.
Well...
Try a red potion, it might help your headache.
Well... Just... My brain isn't working today. It's been a while since we last played, too. What on earth was I up to?
I believe you were going to move the copper area.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I was working on engineering a circuit to actually get things generated a bit more properly, so I think I have something to work on today as well.
God, I can't believe how far backed up the lines are. My word!
I think whatever you do, don't stand near the mining.
My god! There's actual progress being made. I can't believe it.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
Okay, so...
We might get off the planet soon enough.
Jeez, I can't remember for the life of me. Did we, Oh, that's right! That's right. We were in a position where, yeah, we need to set up a new copper processing experience, but it came down to a simple question. Do we design it around steel furnaces, which, still have to be fed by coal? Or do we skip the steel furnaces and go for electric furnaces, which are bigger, and thus, you know, like any furnace setup is going to have to get re-engineered if you switch to the electric furnaces?
Well, we currently have no lack of coal, so personally I say go with the steel furnaces. And do
I
we
don't
actually
know.
have access to the electricals yet?
I kinda feel like it would be a better idea to set up staging area for oil processing instead. That's just me. That's just how I'm feeling right now.
Speaking of, we also have a research open.
Yeah, I guess it would be a good idea to look at that. So, okay, that's why I have to do it. Yeah, that was my decision. It was like, yeah, we're gonna go straight with the electric furnace because we've got it unlocked. But I have to be able to produce plastic bars to make the circuit chips. To make those furnaces. Okay then! Now I realize what I need to do. I hope I realize
So we should go for advanced oil processing? Actually, no, that requires blue science, which we have none of.
Yeah, I think that I can make plastic right now. I hope. What I'm just... I don't know. I'm about to find out. I'm gonna start making chemical plants and stuff, and I'm gonna start tinkering with it, etc. So... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. What I'm doing may not make all the sense in the world, but it'll make enough sense. Don't worry.
Dear God, we have so much backed up steel.
Don't worry about it. It's exactly what we need. Okay. And while we're at it, we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do in regards to, I was going somewhere with that. I was definitely going somewhere with that.
I did not think this through.
Basic oil processing. Okay,
Well,
so...
I'm now reliving a moment from my childhood in which, many a night was spent on the highway when my dad forgot that fuel was a thing that existed.
God. Oh, that sounds terrible. Okay, so I'll be able to make just enough plastic bars to actually start getting this process started. Just takes a little bit of petroleum gas and coal. Okay then.
Oh, we are getting attacked on the southwest here. Oh, and the north.
Are we? I don't...
Well,
oh,
there's a
hey,
yellow
well, yeah,
triangle
sure
there,
enough.
but there's also a red triangle down here, which is definitely not good.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it's anything too troubling.
He was only about to come in here and wreck up all of our power generation.
He didn't even get to the wall.
Just...
That being said, we do need some
We are lacking turrets down here.
Yeah, we are. We are. Okay.
So of course he was attacking there.
That being said, where on Earth... Here we go. I'll make a couple of turrets. And I'll run out and get some bullets. And... I still have to get on to that oil processing stuff, but I'll go back to it in a minute. Oh hey, you made a buggy! Nice!
Yeah, it doesn't have any fuel though. Has a hell of a trunk.
Yeah, you can just fill it up with, coal, I believe? I believe it'll just run on coal. That being said, be careful.
Yes, it will.
Be
Hooray.
extremely careful. You will run over equipment and just smash it to bits if you're not careful.
Oh, and it's got the full driving experience here as well. That I can't really reverse terribly much.
You've never used one of those before, I can tell. It's so obvious. You've never used one.
At least it stops on a dime.
Except it doesn't if you're actually, like, really moving. You can't fit that through here, man. You will smash something.
Well, it was worth a shot, now I just have to reverse.
Oh,
and it's worth noting, I don't have a driver's license, so,
You have literally damaged the turret that I just put down. The hell is wrong with you?
It's fine, I also damaged this thing as well.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this is a car that exists, but, I don't think it's going places yet.
It's pretty simple. You don't use the car unless
unless you're going outside, I guess.
Yes, you don't use the car unless you're going outside. Plain and simple.
Okay, well, I have a colossal mess up here that I think I can clean.
A what mess? Huh?
Colossal.
Colossal.
Very, very big.
Well, what's the mess?
Everything making our science.
I don't know, I think that it's working fairly well, personally.
Yeah, but it's kind of running into this issue where we're generating stuff that's kind of getting imbalanced and all sorts, so it needs to really be sorted out a bit better.
I don't know what you're talking about,
It's also
man.
an old system that's just been retroactively fixed up for other things.
Oh, for God's sake. Just, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Just, like...
Well, now I have to worry about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Well, we kind of have limited space now that you've boxed us in.
It's not
Plus,
a problem.
we're gonna have to expand this anyways to get the blue
really
and
not
other
a pro-
sizes.
It's really not a problem. It's really not a problem. We've got plenty of space.
Just this conveyor belt over here that feeds into making cogs and such somehow has coal on it.
Don't you remember?
How? There is no input here.
You were you kept reconfiguring the belts last time, don't you remember? You, like, ripped up all the belts and you were like, oh, I just can't stand the way that these belts are put in. So you started doing these weird things and I was like, stop doing that, it doesn't serve any purpose. And you were like, no, I have to reconfigure it. So, like, you ended up messing around with the belts and in the process of reconfiguring them and recombobulating in some weird manner that you chose to use, it ended up with coal on it. I remember, because I was watching you do it, and I was just, like, sitting there shaking my head. I was like, what the hell is he doing? What the hell is he doing?
I recall none of this.
Of course you don't recall any of this. I can't imagine you would recall any of this.
Well, that hopefully shouldn't be a problem ever again.
I am unsurprised by your lack of memory of doing this. Alright, anyway,
yeah, my memory is sort of yours when adult, I think.
Whatever. I ain't got time for this. Okay, chemical plant.
That's my computer telling me that Windows would like to update Java.
Windows would like to update... Like, who even needs Java anymore? I don't even think Minecraft uses Java. these days.
There is... I am actually not sure if Minecraft still needs Java, come to think of it. There is a Windows version, but I don't know how much you'd screw yourself over by going onto that.
It's not like the entire system you had put down worked or anything, Lying. I mean, it's nothing like that.
It was massive and complicated, and standing around it was like being inside of a chimney shop.
Oh my god, Lying. It's Factorio. Everything's gonna be massive and complicated. Now if I need something, I don't know where the fuck it is. Oh, wee.
Well, it's just the system is still working, so you're not lacking there.
No, it's not! You just ripped out an entire... Oh, God. Oh. Why did I ever think playing this game with you was a good idea?
Pretty much this exact reason.
I did not know what I was in... Oh my god.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you have a firearm. You could just shoot me. It's not very neighborly of you, but you could.
Oh, God.
Deep breaths.
It's about the only thing that's gonna save me at this point. Okay, so... It doesn't matter what I do, this is not gonna be pretty. Cannot believe the way that I am stuck managing frickin' piping in this game.
Yeah. Well, you end up doing that in modded Minecraft a lot as well, and I've ended up doing that a lot inside of vanilla Minecraft as well.
There are no pipes in Minecraft.
Yes, there are. There are hoppers.
Hoppers are not pipes. They're hoppers.
Clearly, you've never made anything particularly complicated with them.
They're too expensive. I mean, it's not... I play the game without spawning stuff in, so...
Same.
Oh my god. Lying, you've disconnected all the goddamn power!
Power, everything's running over here.
I'm not getting any power to the pump jacks now. What have you done? Have you thought about this? You didn't think about me whenever you started doing this. See? See? This is what happens.
Okay, that's copper cables getting crafted again.
I am being as boring as possible right now. Actually, I think both of us are being as boring as possible right now because we're not actually talking.
A little bit. I'm focusing on things.
So, what am I missing? My god, I need a lot of plastic bars in order to get this done. Cripe. It takes like 10 plastic bars to make one furnace. I was hoping... I didn't think that it was that expensive. Of course, then again, I don't know what I expected, but still.
Yeah, it's always going to be expensive in this game. Oh, right. Huh, okay, well, the copper wiring was working.
The copper wiring was working straight up until I decided to rip up all the copper production.
Yeah.
You know, which happens whenever you just kind of reach in and start mangling a system, you know. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, where someone just mangles a system on you all of a sudden.
No, it's completely unknown to me. Who would ever do such a thing?
Exactly.
This is gonna be one of those episodes where we're just spending the whole time getting each other's way,
it's all
isn't it?
salt. It's salt against salt. I mean, I'm a little bit hungover because of the cider from last night. I'm under-caffeinated currently. I just finished Ukulele and uninstalled it as well, so, I mean...
Really? I could have sworn I saw some salt about that.
I mean, like, in what capacity do you mean? Like, from me or from other people?
Yeah, like you saying on Twitter, I think it was, that it kind of sucked. And then you got our special edition version.
Well, I was a backer for it. I put £100 into it. So... I mean, I mean, it's just life. You're not always gonna get something really freaking amazing. I mean, I got a pal from Maker Studios named Dave, who's like, he's actually picked up the game for the PS4 because of all the controversy that he's heard. You know, just one of those great things.
Decision-making process.
What the raw problem with Yooka-Laylee is just the fact that it's following very old conventions.
So it's like Duke Nukem Forever, and it's exactly what Duke Nukem should be, but Duke Nukem is old.
I don't think it's quite that. It does just enough to be modestly interesting, but it does a couple of things where it's like, what were they thinking here? You know? And not everybody's gonna agree, for that matter, because, you know, it's like, when do people on the internet ever agree? But...
Oh, no, it wouldn't be half as fun.
But it's a game that actually does have some problems with its design, because it's like, it's not 1990, what is it, 1998 I think is when Banjo-Kazooie came out, and it's more like Banjo, it's more like Banjo-Tooie for that matter than Banjo-Kazooie as well. So